Hey, I'm John UK, and I go by Juke as a nickname. It makes life a lot easier because John is the most common name, and UK is my last name, which is a sort of made-up name, and nobody knows how to spell because it's not a real word. I'm making a video blog, because it's a way for me to reflect on things, to meet friends, um, to possibly meet potential business opportunities, as a form of journaling, remembering things. So I thought I'd go ahead with it. I did a lot of research before starting this, and I was honestly a little scared from what I've seen online about how dumb a lot of the media going around is. So I hope to at least share some good ideas and things that can at least benefit people a little bit in their lives instead of just doing impersonations and eating weird candy and showing off a bunch of pointless shit. Um, at the same time, though, I try not to take myself too seriously. You can see that from my face that I probably don't. Just did silver hair, thought it would look cool, experimented a little bit. Then also, by the way, this isn't a real tattoo. I'm figuring out it's just a sort of experiment because I think face tattoos are cool. Like if I was designing a character in a video game, I would definitely click the tattoo button and think that would look cool. So I figure people should have more freedom to do that in real life. And I'm experimenting with the idea of getting one. I'm going to be doing some world travel coming up in about 6 months, and that's why I got this map. Is sort of to think about that more. I've had it a couple times in college. It always gets ruined whenever I move. This time I got like a ridiculously big one. It's like this is my entire arm span, and that's half the map. So you can imagine it's kind of wild, but you can't really tell from the depth perception in the video. So while traveling, I actually am gonna put on fake tattoos from time to time and just sort of see what people think, document it, and maybe vlog about it so other people who are thinking about getting face tattoos can understand people's reactions and what it's like. So hopefully be sort of just an influencer or another data point for those sorts of people who are thinking about that. And a lot of the inspiration for me and how much negative feedback I've gotten from doing something like that just inspires me to want to do it even more, to sort of just be not a role model so much as just like a initiation point or a spark for other people to want to do it and follow suit. Like in high school, I dyed my hair blue, and after that, a couple people also dyed their hair blue, and before that, I had never seen anybody do that before. I guess I'll give a quick tour of my room, as this is a sort of introductory thing, and you can sort of tell a lot about a person from something like that. I've just recently been reorganizing it a lot, and I guess the story around that is I was working on a startup, and there's a company called Simbi. It's a skill sharing app that I think is really cool, and I was thinking about doing something similar. Invited an interior designer over to help with my room because I knew I needed help, and a lot of those things I put off just sort of became invisible. And I feel like the longer you put something off, the more likely it is never to get done, to the point where you don't even notice it anymore. Sometimes I'll put little things in my environment to shake things up and remind myself as clues, like putting something out of place or just writing a note somewhere. So she came over, helped me realize I need to put a lot of my clothes away, things like that, get rugs. Overall, I'm very happy with the results. A little weird now because I moved some of the furniture on for this and it's very messy, but I'll show you anyways. So here's a dresser. Before I just had all the clothes kind of like sitting out on that, and also on a clothes hanger that was open. But now the room's less cluttered. Messy bed, guitar, I like kind of exotic decorations. Giant map, which is kind of fun whenever I want to look at things. I can just sort of play with them. By the way, I'm right now in San Francisco, and I'm from San Diego. San Francisco, because I like the people here. They're very open-minded, very smart, very nice, and I think that overall it's like the best place in the world for the highest levels of those kinds of qualities, which are things that I like. As I'd mentioned, though, in about 6 months, I am going to go on some world travel, and I mentor people how to code for income, and I'm also kind of a career entrepreneur. So while I'm traveling, I can work on startups, still keep mentoring remotely, and also be able to just document and meet and explore new people, and also vlog about those things. So traveling across the world to the other side of my room. Um, Here's a painting my sister did. I live in Bayview, and there's downtown skyline view. Bayview is sort of a historically black neighborhood. It's very low income. It's kind of a ghetto. Um, Slightly dangerous, but not really that dangerous if you know what you're doing. Somebody tried to mug me once, but it didn't work out for them. Yeah, computer station. I got like pencils and stuff for whenever I want to like draw things. Right now I'm planning a first tattoo, probably something small. This, yeah, sort of like just like sketches of things, sometimes designing websites. Um, Painting my mom made. She's an artist. And yeah, that's most of the stuff. I've played miniature war games on and off throughout my life, so I have these like paint things, and this is what I'm using as a stand for the video. And the miniature war games I think are fun. It's good, kind of like an advanced board game, and it's a little bit more in depth of a hobby. It's social, you meet people, and it's cool like paint things and do an activity that's outside of your head if you're somebody like me who's very cerebral and constantly inside of your head. That said, the sorts of things I'm going to write about and vlog about are topics ranging from world trends, progressive ideas that a lot of people don't get a lot of exposure to. I'm preferring to do the vlog as opposed to a traditional blog because I'm slightly more extroverted than introverted, and it's a little bit quicker and easier. I'm not as strong of a writer as I am a talker. So I figure this will be a little bit more entertaining, quicker, easier, and I don't have to make an entire career out of it while still being able to take it seriously and hopefully do an alright job. We'll see about that. Other topics I would blog about include upcoming ones right now are why Dungeons & Dragons is cooler than you think. I think there's a stigma around it that I'd like to dispel because it's actually a really fun activity. People have a lot of questions around whether to use your strengths or your weaknesses. For example, I just said I'm a stronger talker than writer, so most people just automatically go to blogging, but I realized that knowing my strengths, I should probably vlog instead. I'll pull up a list of all these things. By the way, this is totally freestyled. I'm surprised how well it's going. It's a first take. Usually I want to write things out and over plan. But in Myers-Briggs, I'm an ENTJ, and they're known for being kind of business executives. They are very, in the external world, very results-oriented, ambitious in general, and then they have sort of a deeper side of like kind of fill in the blank and filter down information to deeper truths as opposed to like connecting the dots and imagining a lot of different things. So given that, ENTJs tend to trust themselves a lot to get into situations and just trust their intuitions and their ability to perform in those. The recording cut out. So other things that I'd like to talk about, just randomly from a list, Islam analysis, and not a lot of people know about them, and I would just sort of point out the things that I think are important to this day and age and in the religion themselves and how they're perceived. The 80-20 rule about getting maximum results from minimal efforts and where to focus effort. That's something that's really important to me because I'm sort of an efficiency-obsessed person. A lot of like random tools that will help people, like A/B testing profile pictures and even just information about code from time to time, because that's something that I do to skip those videos. I like video games. I've been a video gamer on and off. Stuff about entrepreneurship and how to test opportunities, things like that. Of course, the world travel, as I'd mentioned, possibly online dating or even just dating advice in general. That's something I've been trying hard at for many years, and over time just sort of clicked more, so I could share information with that. General life updates, political views. I'm a Bernie Sanders fan, and also if there's anything that you want to know, just feel free to comment and I could make videos about all of those sorts of things. So overall, yeah, I'm 26, and any other information you want to know, background in business, do code in business now, just let me know. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy this vlog and that it's as useful to you watching it as it is to me making it.